Okay, let's get more on our top story, that attempted coup on Turkey's government, where a faction within the military tried to overthrow the government late on Friday night. We can speak to Anas Altikriti, founder and CEO of the Cordoba Foundation, joining us from Scotland, Glasgow in Scotland. Many thanks for joining us, Anas. Why do you think this coup happened?
Well, clearly there were several parties that held deep grudges regarding the government and the continued prevalence of the AK party over elections time after time over the past 15 years. Some of those represent what the AK party continued to refer to as the parallel state, run by the cleric sitting in Pennsylvania, Fethullah Gulen. I think that this is a multi-party campaign. It was quite elaborate. Clearly, there were certain generals within army ranks that also had an interest in seeing the end of the rule of not only the AK party, but the way in which the Republic had evolved, hence ending, in a sense, the absolute dominance of the Turkish military, which marked throughout the life of the 20th century of modern Turkey. And I think it's, to be honest, it's in today's day and age, the fact that an elaborate, quite outrageous attempt to overthrow a democratically elected government in the way that we saw is something that came as a shock, not only to Turkey, obviously, but also to the entire world. And the reaction that we've seen across social media and across discussion groups around the world, I think, point to that.
It is interesting. You mentioned that political divide. There is very much a political divide in the country. But how interesting is it that you actually saw people from all the different sort of factions coming together to support the government?
It was fantastic. I mean, regardless of whether you support the AK party or not, it was something that I think sent quite a strong message. And show Turkey in a totally different light, even for those who follow the media who are anti-Turkey across the world. The fact that everyone from all factions, from all political denominations, including the Kurds, including the opposition parties, including secularists and Muslims coming together, it was something that was extremely heartwarming, but also quite poignant. And I think that it sent quite a strong message about the nature of Turkey today. Turkey today is a country not to be meddled with. I think that the way in which the president, his government, the intelligence forces, the police forces, combined alongside the people, in perverting and preventing this from becoming, another coup in the life of a region that seriously does not need more military tanks on the streets, seriously does not need more military regimes, no military coups. It's had enough of that, and I think that Turkey has sent quite a strong message. And the fact that the president behaved in the way that he did, I think, was a mark of his leadership, and it was quite elementary and quite significant in terms of defeating the coup. The fact that throughout all the statements, throughout that night, that everyone stayed up. I personally didn't go to sleep. I think that the fact that he didn't call on foreign governments to intervene, the fact that he refused to leave Turkish lands, despite the fact that international media sources claimed that he had wanted asylum. So all this, I think, it marked to a Turkey that everyone could be extremely proud of.
Okay, many thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Anas Altikriti, founder and CEO of the Cordoba Foundation.